All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be covering how this brand was able to generate over 2.5 million euros in a 12-month period and basically go through the entire funnel from how they're able to generate traffic, where they're getting the traffic from, all the way to what ads they were running in order to generate this amount of revenue, alongside their organic marketing strategy and their website, how they're constructing their website in order to maximize conversions, alongside their email marketing strategy. So watch this video to the end and you'll gain a ton of value and you'll be able to go ahead and implement this for yourself, right? And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, where I can help you scale your brand when you're just starting out and you have the budget to invest, then book in a call below and I can go into more detail about that and sort of give you tailored solutions to your particular problems. And you can also DM me on Instagram as well. Again, the link is in the description in order to do that. So let's get straight into it. So this brand is called Rouge Paris, and they are, as you can tell, a French brand. They have been able to generate over 2.5 million euros. And on top of that, they sell dresses, fashion items for women primarily, right? So they go for sort of like feminine fashion, sensual allure, a direct reflection of Jean Damas, right, who's the founder. Really exude a character and approaches everything with confidence, from its aspiration to its design. So they're communicating that they are trying to pretty much sell a dream, right, to their target audience, in particular younger women. And they do this through fashion. So it's very important that you have a sort of mission statement in that way, which is what they have, which is very good. And in terms of how they were able to generate 2.5 million euros, which comes out to be around $3 million per annum, we can see that they are generating a good amount of traffic in order to generate that amount of revenue. We can see here that they currently at around 40 to 50,000 monthly visitors, which is quite good. They have a low bounce rate, as you can see, which is 27%. This is way, way below the average, right? Which is quite good, or above average, depending on how you look at it. And obviously, the lower the bounce rate, it means that more people are staying on the website for more than one page, which is what you want, because you want people to be visiting different parts of your website and the different products so they can get acquainted with what you're selling and be able to make a decision on whether they want to purchase or not. And usually there's a positive correlation between that and the basic purchases that's being made. So the longer they stay on the website, the better. As you can see here, the average visit duration is 2 minutes. Again, it's slightly above average. It's sort of in the average range, but they are getting a low bounce rate as well, which means more people are staying on the website for more than one page. And the number of pages per visit is 5.08, which means on average, people are visiting 5 pages, which is a very good amount. And that means that some people are visiting 9, 10 pages, some are visiting just 2 pages, but it averages out to be 5 pages, which is very good. So you definitely want to be trying to keep people on the website for as long as possible. And that way you're going to be able to effectively get them to purchase or increase the likelihood of them going ahead and purchasing. So that's what they've been doing in terms of the traffic. And in terms of the geography, we can see here that in this situation, they are targeting the UK. Now, this is data from the UK website. So this will be a lot different from the French website, as you can imagine. Pretty much everybody is going to be coming from France on the French website, but they are focusing on the UK on the UK website, obviously, but they are promoting to other parts of the world as well. For example, United States. But in this instance, they are promoting the UK in the UK website. But it is a French brand, so a lot more traffic will be going to France because that's where they are the most popular. That's where they have better logistics, so on and so forth. And that way, they are generating maximum conversions. And also on the French website, the language is in French and the currency is in euros. So that's why they have a separate website for France, as you can imagine. And in terms of all the traffic sources, we can see here that they are focusing on search quite a lot. And this encompasses paid search and you've got organic search. So they are utilizing both. And obviously, this means that people are going to Google, Bing, or Microsoft, and they're going to type in the brand name or product that is related to the brand in the search bar, and they'll be shown pretty much the search result like this one, right? And that's what search means effectively. So 64% of their traffic coming from desktop is coming from search. And we can see some are coming from direct, right? They're going straight to the website, just typing in the URL in the Safari or Chrome. And then we've got referrals. This is quite high for referrals, which means that they are collaborating with maybe PR companies, or they're getting some good amount of press, as you can imagine, being quite a successful brand in the French market, especially. So that's where they get a lot of the referrals from and a good amount of their traffic. And then we've got social, as you can see, 6%. And this is for desktop only. If this was for a mobile, we would see this to be a lot higher, around 40 to 50% of the total traffic will be coming from social, because a lot of people, if not almost universally, people use social on their mobile phones. So that is the reason why it's quite low on desktop. So if this was on mobile, if this was mobile data, then social would be a lot higher. And then we got some from email as well. And you can see they don't run any display ads, which is quite interesting. I recommend that you do that, but in this instance, they haven't done that. So that's more or less the traffic sources they're using. And now you have a good idea of how they're able to generate 2.5 million euros in the 12-month period, because they are generating a good amount of traffic. They're targeting high income countries, in particular UK, France, Canada, United States, and they are focusing on search and direct as well as social. So now you can see why they're able to generate a good amount of revenue. Now, in terms of the ads, because they are running ads in order to get to a point where they can scale, we can see here that they are running meta ads, i.e. Facebook ads. And if you don't know, meta ads is one of the easiest ways to scale brands, especially fashion, health, and beauty brands. And if you're in that position where you have a brand and you're looking to scale, or you need help with ads, then again, you can book in a call below and I can go ahead and give you tailored solutions regard to that. But I've been able to help out brands basically do that. So you can see here, $385,000 in a 60-day period, right? All with Meta, email marketing, and also organic marketing as well. So this is very powerful, and I've seen it work multiple times. I'm working with brands right now who are doing very well with their paid media or paid ads. And that is the way to go on 2024 and beyond. But we can see here that they are doing image ads and they are promoting their collection. In this case, it's the Archive collection, right? So they said up to 50% off. Again, this is going to incentivize a lot of people to come into the website and purchase, because people love discounts. Again, 50% off is quite a large discount, right? So you can imagine that this is going to be quite successful. And you can see they only say it happens twice a year. So they're using copy, which showcases that this is a limited time offer and that you need to take advantage of it as soon as possible, right? Now, they also have other statics or images where they're promoting different products. And this is very important because not everyone's going to resonate with the same image. So you want to diversify your creatives. You want to give your target market different creatives to look at so that it can sort of resonate with the brand in one way or another. And you can see that's what they've done here. They're using different models, using different backgrounds, using different products that's being showcased. And that's very important, that you want to go ahead and replicate for your brand as well. Whether you're in the fashion, health, or beauty space, doesn't really matter. You definitely need to be using models, different ones as well, to increase diversity, increase inclusivity, and that way you're going to be able to resonate with a large pool of people. They've done the same thing here. Again, different models and different products being worn, and they are promoting different collections. So, and you can tell by the copy as well, they're using emojis, which is appropriate. And they're asking questions, well, like rhetorical questions. This is going to get people to sort of think about what they're saying and help to increase conversions as well. And again, they're promoting different collection. In this case, it's dresses up to 50% off. Again, this is part of their Archive collection, and they're looking to pretty much maximize their revenue by doing this sale, right? And I'm very certain that this has done very well. Right, so that's their paid ads from a meta point of view. Now, I haven't gone through the Google side because that's out of the scope of this video, but as you can tell, they would have a very good Google Ads strategy as well. So that's what they've done on paid social, in particular Facebook ads. And they are running quite a fuck ton of ads. They're running over 1,000 ads. So they are doing very well in that regard, and they are testing a lot. Now, once we look at the organic marketing strategy, we can see here that they are promoting their brand on social media, which is very important if you want to grow for long term. And you can see here that they have over 1 million followers. So they have been posting a lot of times, 4,000 times. And again, in your situation, this is not going to happen overnight. You definitely need to keep posting consistently. And that way you're going to be able to grow, build up a following. You're going to build rapport with your target market, and you're effectively building a real brand, right? This is more or less the definition of a brand. You're building a community around products, right? Which is cohesive and is differentiated from its competitors, right? So that's what they've gone ahead and done here. They're using different images. They have their brand name all over the content that they're producing, and they're producing videos, sort of like try-ons, tutorials, so on and so forth. You've got studio shots, you've got lifestyle shots. All of these different things is going to keep the target market engaged and eventually get them to purchase, right? Also, they've done the same thing on Facebook, where they basically repurposed their content, and they've gone ahead and built up a following here as well. And they replicated the strategy that they're using on Instagram, and they've used it on Facebook, right? So you need to be doing the same thing, right? You need to be able to get content and post consistently, whether that's every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, whatever it may be, but you need to be posting consistently, right? This is sort of like cliche now because loads of different people have been saying the same thing, right? You need to be posting consistently, but it's really true, because if you're only posting once every damn month, you're not going to get anywhere. So you need to be doing that, right? You need to be posting every single day, ideally, or every single 2 days, right? Quite frequently, in order to get to the point where you have thousands of posts that your target market can go ahead and look at. And by doing so, they're going to get acquainted with your brand. And as a result, they get more likely to purchase, right? And just think of all the brands that you bought from. You didn't just buy from them straight away. You followed them. You had looked at what products they were selling. You looked at what influencers was wearing the product, so on and so forth, right? So that's what you need to go ahead and emulate for your brand. So that's what they've done, and that's what they've gone ahead and done, and that's how they're able to generate multi-million dollars per year. So that's from Instagram and Facebook. They've gone ahead and done the same thing on Pinterest, and pretty much the same thing on TikTok. And, on TikTok, quite good, because you can get millions of views on TikTok quite easily, a lot more easily than these other free platforms. So you definitely need to be taking advantage of TikTok. And again, I help my clients out with this quite frequently. And once they see the ad or the content, they'll be taken directly to the homepage. And on the homepage, they're going to be seeing an email pop-up where they have to opt in, or they can opt in if they want, to emails, right? And they get 10% off their first order, right? So this is very powerful, because you're incentivizing people to go ahead and opt in. If they opt in, then they will be able to save money on the next order, right? So this is really something that you need to have. This is not really negotiable. This is something that you must have on your website in order to maximize revenue. Then we've got a hero image where they're showcasing the latest collection or the latest sale. And this is important as well, because you want to maximize conversion this way. You want people to go ahead and straight to the sort of collection that they were looking for. In this case, it's the archive, because they have a 50% off sale. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. You can see shop online now. They give a call to action. Very important that you do that. And then when you scroll down the homepage, you can see they are promoting other collections. For example, they're promoting dresses, and they have a model wearing the product. And again, in a very elegant way, one which resonates with their target market. Again, they're sort of providing a dream. They're not just selling a product, they're selling a dream as well. And also they've done the same thing with tops, and they have below that, they have product shots, right? Sort of like collections of the products. So people can go ahead and click on this and go straight to the product page, and they can go ahead and purchase from there. They've keep doing this for all the different collections. So this is something that you can go ahead and copy and emulate There's no reason why you can't do this. Okay, and this will help them maximize conversion. So very simple, but very effective. And then once people are on the homepage and they go to the product page, right, they'll see their product, right, that they clicked on. And here you can see they have a product shot. This is more like a lifestyle shot where they have a model wearing the product. In this case, it's a bikini. And it's going to effectively communicate to the target market what does the product look like in real life. And that's going to help them make a decision on whether they want to buy the product or not. Compared to if they didn't have this, the viewer or the website visitor would be less unsure of themselves on whether or not they are into the product, right? So that's what they've gone ahead and done. And again, they have the add to cart button above the fold. Very important that you have that. It needs to be above the fold, which means that it needs to be in a position where you can see it when you click onto the page, right? If you have to scroll down to click on the add to cart button, that's a problem. So they avoided that by making it high up the page as possible. They've got a size guide, very important. And they got information on the product as well. For example, made in Tunisia. Again, some people like that to know that sort of information. And again, once you see different shots of the product, for example, if you scroll to the right, you see different product shots, which is very important because you need to give your target customer an idea of what the product looks like. And that's going to minimize the return rates as well, which is ultimately what you want. And once you keep scrolling down, Rouge have gone ahead and shown another opt-in form where people can go ahead and opt into their email. And again, this is very good because it's trying to maximize the opt-ins that they're getting from people on the website, which is very important because you want to be able to reach out to people in the future at the very lowest cost. And email and SMS is the easiest way to do that. Then we have product recommendations. This is very important because they want to get people to add more items to their basket. If you don't do this, it means that people are less likely to go ahead and add multiple items, and that's going to lower the average order value, which means you're going to make less profits per order. So that's why you need to have recommendations, whether it's you may also like, right? Get the look. And obviously you can see here, this is a bikini bottom, right? And on this page, they were selling bikini top. So it's common sense, it's AI driven, and obviously you need to have the bottom in order to match the top. And again, this is going to convince a lot of people to go ahead and add this to their basket. Right, so once they add to cart, once on the product page and they add to cart, right, they'll be shown the cart page. And you can see here, they are using upsells, right, or product recommendations to be exact. And this is very important because you want to entice people to go ahead and add more items to their basket. And that way you're going to be able to maximize your average order value, right? So this can be done. And again, I help clients out with this in my paid program. Now, in terms of email marketing, because at that point when they checked out, or maybe they gave their email through the opt-in form, they'll be shown email campaigns and email automations. So you can see here that one of their emails, for example, is promoting the 50% off sale. And again, this is going to be targeting people who have opted into the emails and basically are interested in receiving newsletters, right? So that's what they've gone ahead and done here. And it's very powerful because now you can get people back to the website for a very, very low cost, if not for free, because using Klaviyo is pretty much free apart from the monthly subscription. But by that point, you're probably sending up to 15, if not 7 emails per month. So it's very powerful and you can generate a ton of revenue from that, right? And you can tell they're promoting it. They have different product shots, they're different collections. Very important because people will be interested in different things. So if you showcase it to them in a very aesthetic and pleasing way, this is going to maximize click-through rates, which is very important to maximize conversion rates. And finally, they go ahead and then promote their shop, right? And that is going to help to get people into those shop itself. So this is very powerful. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. And you can see how they're able to generate now over 2.5 million euros in a 12-month period, right? And obviously they're scaling up. They're doing very well. And they have a shop now. So they're generating more revenue from there. And again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I've just gone through just a few of the strategies that they're using, and I could obviously go through more, but it will take me hours to go through everything. So if you're interested in how you can replicate this for your brand, you can go ahead and book in a call below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Again, link is in the description. And in terms of what I've been able to produce for brands, in terms of helping them out, you can see I've been able to generate these types of numbers, and it's been quite successful, my strategies and the strategies that these brands are using when it's replicated. So, and you can tell that this is something that is not going to last forever, right? You definitely need to jump on this as soon as possible, because I help brands out with pretty much every aspect of their business, whether it's creative, organic, ads, website, or email, right? I help brands out with all of this because you need to have everything in order to succeed in 2024. So again, if you're interested in getting all of these things implemented for your business in the quickest way possible, right? Or you get a full refund, then DM me on Instagram or book in the call below. And you can also watch my video where you can see in the top right hand corner where I go into more detail about another brand who was able to generate a fuck ton of money. So see you there.